Lucas, Mom's hospital appointment is over. Her vitals are stable at least.
Well, good job.
I'll be heading home and getting her bathed.
Mom's really become frail. She can't walk without a cane or support, and she's on a catheter too. She can't even bathe by herself anymore.
It's unavoidable. Don't speak ill of her. She's trying her best after all.
But don't you think it would be better if she moved into a care facility? She's not able to move around freely anyway.
Her mind is still sharp and she feels more comfortable at home. We're still within our capacity to provide home care, aren't we? Plus, it's me who's doing all the caregiving, right? You, Lucas, aren't helping at all.
I have work to do. I can't be spending time caregiving.
We're living in her house. She'd probably prefer having you, Lucas, doing things for her too. Why don't you try caregiving once in a while?
No way. Helping Mom with her personal care, bathing her, it's not something her son should do.
You're not too old to feel embarrassed. Besides, if I were to get sick, you, Lucas, would be the one who'd have to take care of me. You'd better get used to it in case of emergencies.
Then we can put Mom in a care facility.
What if she says she doesn't want to go?
Then she'd have to figure it out herself. I have work and can't take care of her.
How can you say something so cold, so casually, after all she's done for you? Oh, but there will be a day when you really have to do it, Lucas.
What? What do you mean?
My brother and his wife are coming back from abroad after a long time, so I'm planning to go see them and stay at our parents' house over the weekend next month.
You can't just spring that on me.
It's not sudden, is it? It's still about a month away.
Why do I have to spend my precious days off caregiving? I can't. I'll pass.
Even if you say pass, you know I've been caregiving every day, right? Once a year should be okay.
I don't care. You should hire a helper or something. Alright?
I've got permission to go from Mom, so I'll discuss it with her.
So you got Mom's permission before mine.
I just happened to talk about it when I was in contact with the family. I spent the most time with Mom after all. Lucas, you're hardly ever home, and all you do when you come back is eat and sleep. You never even listen to what I'm saying.
I'm tired from work. Who do you think is making it possible for us to eat?
I know. I really appreciate you working, but I'm also doing what I need to do at home. I don't want you to think that just because you work outside, you don't have to do anything at home.
What's a homemaker like you even talking about?
You don't have to say it like that.
I'm not coming home today.
What? Why?
Because I don't want to see your face. You're always whining. It's bothersome. Alright then.
Wait, Lucas. Where are you saying you're going to stay? Lucas, answer me. Lucas, you said you'd come home early today, right? You still haven't returned yet.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be late.
I told you I have a cold, didn't I? So I'd really like it if you could come home earlier. Could you buy a sports drink on your way home?
That's why I said I'll be late. Besides, you could order delivery at this time. Don't rely on me.
Alright, I'm sorry. I have a fever and I'm feeling a bit fuzzy. I couldn't think straight.
Acting sick, huh? Getting a cold is your own doing, isn't it?
What?
You skipped taking care of Mom and went back to your parents' house. That's why you caught a cold. If this spreads to my mom, it's on you. If my mom, who is weak, catches a cold and it worsens, she might even need to be hospitalized. You're not thinking about that at all, are you? And you're still managing to take care of her.
I'm sorry. But if you're worried about my mother-in-law, couldn't you come home a little earlier? I think it's difficult for her when she has to go to the toilet. She's saying she'll try to manage on her own, but...
It's your fault for catching a cold. Don't blame your mistake on me.
It might be my fault, but... Isn't it okay to cooperate a bit in times like this?
Take care of your own mess. Don't ask me for care.
When my mother-in-law needed care, Lucas, you said you would help, didn't you? Was that a lie?
At that time, Violet was also working part-time, right? Now you've quit, so don't complain.
I quit my part-time job because full-time care was needed. Originally, you were the one who asked me to take care of her. She's your mother, isn't she? I don't mind if you don't care about me, but please consider your mother.
Enough with the excuses. I don't want to catch a cold when I get home. Sort it out yourself. Violet, I hate to spring this on you, but could you leave soon?
Huh? What do you mean?
I've decided to divorce you. Actually, I have someone I love. I'm thinking of remarrying her.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's why I'm divorcing you, because I want to remarry.
Do you understand what you're saying? That means you've been having an affair, doesn't it?
I haven't had an affair. No misconduct. I plan to start dating her officially after we split up.
I don't understand.
You probably wouldn't. It's a thing called pure love between me and her.
Are you thinking you don't have to pay alimony because there's no misconduct?
I've looked into it and it seems it's difficult to claim alimony when there's no misconduct. But, well, that's the case. If having a meal together is considered an affair, it would be unbearable.
I wasn't expecting anything from Lucas anymore. I never thought you'd stoop this low.
Low? What are you talking about?
Doing such selfish things. Don't you think you're the lowest?
I've been feeding you for free just for taking care of Mom, you know. You're like a worn-out rag. Becoming more and more of an old lady and losing your charm in the things you say. I'd appreciate if you could thank me for letting you live a comfortable life.
I'm done. I now understand that you really don't care about me. I have no regrets.
Oh, are you admitting it so easily?
At this point, yeah.
I thought you'd come crying because you're middle-aged and being divorced. Could it be? Do you think it's lucky to be freed from my mom's care?
Don't equate me with your thinking.
Well, if you agree to the divorce, that's fine. Anyway, get your stuff together. Make sure you can leave at any time. Violet, you haven't sorted out your stuff yet, have you? I'm moving in next week. What have you been doing all this time?
I've mostly packed up my stuff.
When I came home this morning, your stuff was still there.
Are you sure you didn't see it wrong?
No way. Even if you do this, you're still leaving. Because a new wife is coming, you should hurry up and leave.
Having me take care of your mother, having an affair during that time, and finally kicking me out. It's a terrible story.
You've had it easy while I've been caring for her, haven't you? I'm going to dump my mother into a facility, so thanks for all your hard work until now. Once you, who are so noisy, are gone, I can finally do as I please. Don't hold a grudge just because you've been dumped.
Huh? You're the one being dumped. I'll put your stuff together and put it outside. So hurry up and leave.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I said you're the one being kicked out.
Why am I being kicked out? This is my parents' house.
Technically, it's your mother's house, but the house has been transferred to my name. The paperwork just went through today, so you're the one leaving. Even if your new wife's stuff arrives, it can't be brought into the house.
What the hell? Huh? Why do you own my family home?
It was your mother's idea. When I told her about the divorce, she suggested ditching you. Your mother has been very cooperative too.
My mother's cooperation? Why is she on your side?
Don't you think it's obvious? You didn't care for her at all and were having an affair all along. And you know, your mother was the first one to notice your affair. She told me a few months ago. So I had a private detective look into it.
So you knew before I told you?
Yes. And you said there was no infidelity? But there was, wasn't there? I have evidence of that too. So I'll be getting alimony.
What the hell? If you knew, why didn't you say something right away?
I noticed that Lucas's affection for me was gone, but because of our past memories, I couldn't bring myself to divorce you even though you treated me terribly. There were many times I thought about it, and I was worried about what would happen to your mother after I left. But when I was told about the divorce, I felt liberated. Oh, I don't need this guy in my life.
Hold on a second. So you mean to say that my parents' house is now yours, and I'm going to have to pay alimony?
That's right. Of course, to your mistress too. I will be receiving it properly from both of you.
You contacted my mistress? If you haven't yet, please don't.
Sorry, but I've already sent the claim for alimony. Are you panicking because she was still living at home? But it's your fault for having an affair.
When did you send it?
What were you going to do when you found out? Trying to grab it from the post before their family finds out? But too bad, I just got a call from your mistress's parents. They apologized, and they said they won't let their daughter see you anymore.
Huh? Are you serious?
They didn't know you were married.
That's the worst.
Who's the worst? You lied about there being no infidelity, and even greeted her parents. The worst for both me and her parents is you guys.
Please, tell her parents that it was a lie. She's a sheltered, well-raised girl. They will never approve of a marriage born out of an affair.
A sheltered, well-raised girl wouldn't have an affair, right? Maybe you're being deceived.
Our love is pure.
Please don't say pure love when you're having an affair. It's too funny. If it was truly pure love, you'd do things in the right order.
Violet, I'm truly sorry. I really am sorry for leaving your mother's care with you. I'll properly apologize for everything up until now. So please correct the fact that we're having an affair. I'll pay whatever amount of money you want.
You already got the house, and you'll get alimony from both of us. And you'll also get a share of the property. That's more than enough for me.
But you're a housewife. What are you going to do from now on? You can't live on just caring for your mother. You'll be better off with a lot of money, won't you?
Don't worry about that. I couldn't muster up the courage to get a divorce for a long time, but I've been making plans for the future with your mother.
What do you mean, plans for the future?
I've also got a caregiving qualification, and I'm planning to gain practical experience through part-time work. We've decided to hire a helper on the days when I work part-time. And besides, you don't have much savings left, do you? I wouldn't expect something I can't get.
No, I still have my savings from when I was single.
I looked into it the other day, but you've been using a lot since you started dating your current girlfriend, haven't you? You should check your balance. It was less than $1 million.
What?
You didn't keep track of your own savings? You're an idiot.
Violet, please. I'm really sorry. So please forgive me.
After putting me through so much, you think you can end it with an apology now that you're cornered? You really are making a fool of me.
I'm not. I'm really sorry.
Do people who are truly sorry say they're sorry? I wouldn't be able to say anything if I were in your shoes.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
It doesn't matter how many times you apologize. We've already divorced, so you should start looking for a new place to live. You know you can't come into the house, right?
Violet, please help me. Please don't take away my happiness. Please forgive me.
What's the guy who tried to abandon me and my mother-in-law without considering us at all saying? You've pushed us away when we needed help and wanted to rely on you. Who was it that said you should take care of your own mess? After that, my husband repeatedly urged me to let him into the house after he came home, but I never unlocked the door. My husband didn't make a fuss because he was aware of the neighbor's gaze, but as he couldn't take all his belongings at once, they ended up being kept in storage for a while. I've also heard that his relationship with his girlfriend was vehemently opposed by her parents and ended. He wanted to get married regardless of the opposition and kept contacting her, but when he became penniless from the alimony and property distribution, and his parents found out about his affair, his lover's heart seemed to have completely broken. In the end, my husband ended up living in his company's dormitory, and I sent the remaining belongings there. After everything was over, my mother-in-law and I received messages of regret from my husband, but we ignored them and pretended not to see them, because there's no place for him to return to here anymore. Since then, my mother-in-law and I have been leading a fun life together. My mother-in-law was very happy that I was able to break free. And perhaps because I myself became more positive, the atmosphere in our home has become brighter than before. My mother-in-law needs care, but her mind and heart are actually still healthy. To spend as much time as possible with my kind mother-in-law, who has always supported me, I'll continue to support her and make many fun memories. Joshua, are you free now? I have something important to talk about.
What? I can't. I'm busy right now.
When can you come home tonight? I'll wait for you even if you're late.
I'm not going home tonight. I said I'm busy.
Again? You haven't come home in 10 days.
Shut up. What's the matter? If you want to talk, we can talk over the phone.
What are you saying? You're being very cold. I said I have something important to tell you.
So I'm telling you to tell me already. Stop being so annoying. I'm busy. Don't say anything stupid to me. Ugh.
You know how I've been saying that I don't feel good? From about a month ago?
What? Maybe you said something like that.
Why aren't you listening to me? I've told you countless times.
I don't know.
Well, anyways, I just completed a project at work, so I got a few days off and went to the hospital. Then they told me I should get a full checkup. And then...
What is it? Just spit it out.
Well, it seems that I only have about 1 year left to live.
What?
It seems that they found a tumor. I am in shock right now. I didn't really understand about the doctor was telling me, but it costs a lot of money to get the treatment. And even with the treatment, I'm not sure if I'm going to cure properly. At the current hospital, they can only do symptomatic treatments. So they told me that my life expectancy would be about another year.
Seriously? Are you kidding?
I want to believe that it's a joke. It doesn't seem like reality. I feel like I'm dreaming. But it's true. So I was wondering if you could come to the hospital with me next time. The doctor told me so.
Okay. The hospital. I'll go with you. But I'm really busy right now with my current job. I'll try my best to finish it up, so give me 3 days.
Okay. I'm sorry and thank you, Joshua. Sophia! It's me, Evelyn! What? Evelyn? Why are you... You don't know my new phone number? I added you through Joshua's phone. It's been about 2 years since I was kicked out of our parents' house. How have you been? Oh, I shouldn't have asked. You're not feeling well, right? I heard you only have about a year to live. I'm sorry. What? What do you mean you saw Joshua's phone? And how do you know about my diagnosis? How do you know? What's going on? He told me directly yesterday about your diagnosis. Joshua is currently sleeping next to me. What? You know, Sophia, you're so stupid. How did you not notice? Joshua was being so cold to you, using work as an excuse. And you never even doubted him cheating on you. You're so naive. Cheating? Joshua isn't busy with work. He just wants to be with me the whole time. Today he came over saying he had some happy news. He told me that you only have another year to live. He said that it's much easier since he won't have to divorce you and might also get your life insurance. He was so happy about it. And when you're gone, he's going to marry me. What? What are you talking about? Joshua is cheating on me with you? You must be kidding. Oh, my poor sister, Sophia. Your husband got tired of you and cheated on you with your sister. And you only have another year to live. What a sad life. You! How dare you? How dare you take my husband? What do you mean? It's your fault for not being able to keep him. Well, anyways, Joshua was going to marry me. When we get your life insurance money, we're going to have an extravagant wedding. So why don't you just disappear? You! I'll talk to you later since Joshua woke up. You can watch your happiness from the sky. Wait a minute, Evelyn. Evelyn. Joshua, I need to talk to you.
What? I'm still working.
You don't have to lie to me anymore. Evelyn told me everything.
What?
When did you guys start having an affair? Where did you meet? Did you know that Evelyn was my sister?
Seriously? Evelyn told you? It sucks that you found out.
You're going to admit it? About the affair? All the times you said you had work and didn't come home. All the times you spent outside of the house. It was all to see her?
Of course. About 6 months ago, I met Evelyn on my way home from work. We started talking and eventually started dating. I found out that she was your sister after that. You guys don't look alike at all. Evelyn is so beautiful, and you're so ugly.
You're the worst. Don't mock me. Were you two mocking me?
Of course we are. It was funny looking at you trying to please me. I thought I was going to die laughing. And you only have another year to live.
How can you... What did I ever do to you, Joshua?
You never did anything to me. Well, actually, I married you, an ugly bitch.
What?
You kicked Evelyn out of the house because you were jealous of her, right? You and your parents got together and cut her off. What a horrible sister and parents. I never knew I married such a bitch. You are the worst part of my life.
What are you talking about? We never kicked her out. It's all because of her.
I don't want to hear your excuses. The fact that you drive your sister out of the house, you annoying bitch. I don't want you in my life. You probably got sick with some sort of punishment. You deserve it.
Oh my God. I didn't realize you and my sister were so similar. I'm going to divorce you.
Of course, I'll divorce you. It sucks that I won't be able to get your life insurance, though. Why did Evelyn tell you? Well, that's also cute of her, though.
Say whatever you want to say now. I'm going to make you regret it.
What can you do about it? You only have another year to live.
That's why I'm going to do it adamantly. I don't want to go to heaven full of regret. You better be prepared, you bitches. I'm going to curse you.
Hey, Sophia. Give me money now.
What? Is this some sort of scam? I'm not interested in getting scammed.
I'm not joking. Evelyn is in danger. She said that she wasn't feeling well, so she went to the hospital. And something happened to her organs. She needs to have a transplant or she might be bedridden. But it costs a lot of money.
I see. So what?
What do you mean, so what? That's why I texted you. I gave you money, so return it to me. And become a donor for your sister.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why the hell do I have to do that?
Because you're the only one. You're a family, so your organs might work for her. You're her sister. I also know you have a lot of money.
A lot of money, as in the alimony? The money I got from you 6 months ago by hiring a lawyer? And you're saying you want it back? Stop acting so stupid.
Shut up, just bring it to the house tomorrow. And sign a contract. You have less than a year to live. Be useful for your sister until the end.
Who do you think you are? I have no reasons to take your orders, especially for a bitch like her. It's impossible in the first place anyways. Also, I'm planning to live until at least I'm 70 years old. And I don't have any more alimony.
What? What do you mean? You only have about 6 more months to live, right? And what do you mean you don't have money anymore?
You're probably not going to like this, but I'm completely cured.
What?
I used the alimony that I got from you and I went to the hospital that could save me. I was hospitalized and I got surgery. After that, I'm fine as a peach.
What? You're cured?
Yes, I'm cured. I can work without a problem. Actually, I started working at the beginning of this month. Since I used up the money I got from you, I have to start working.
Are you kidding me? Then you should help us.
Excuse me?
You got better with the money I gave you, right? That means that Evelyn and I helped you, so now it's your turn to help Evelyn.
Excuse me? What the hell are you talking about? Why do you mean you helped me? You abandoned me while I was sick and married someone else. You didn't support me. And you should also understand the meaning of alimony.
Evelyn is your sister. Sisters have to help each other.
She's not my sister. I cut her off a while ago. And honestly, it's kind of her fault for getting sick. She was living a pretty shitty life.
It's her fault? How can you say that to Evelyn who's in pain?
Do you know how she got sick? The reason for the disease?
What?
Like, did you hear the details about the diagnosis? Did you hear from either the doctor or Evelyn?
No, I heard it from Evelyn, but not in detail. She said that her chronic illness got worse.
Her chronic illness? She wasn't born with an illness. She was so healthy. The cause of her disease. That is because of having too many relationships with men.
What? Men?
She just loved being with boys. When she was in high school, she flirted with a lot of boys and even the teacher. She often ran away from home and found people on the internet. She slept at random guys' houses. She went to some underground clubs and hung out with multiple people. There were rumors that she was dating a pretty bad guy as well. It's pretty famous in my hometown. My parents and I tried to tell her that her actions were wrong, but she never listened. Then she got pregnant, but she didn't know the father. So she stole some money from home and ran away. She got together with a guy and gave birth. It was pretty hard birth, but the child was blonde and didn't look like anybody. The guy dumped her and the child went to the system. Evelyn got better, but she kept on hanging out with different men. So it's all her fault. Her sickness.
Wait a minute. Wait. You must be kidding. Evelyn said that her parents abandoned her because she was sick, and especially because you were jealous of her. She was crying.
Oh, that's how she got you? That's why you were meaner to me before the divorce? She cried to you saying that she's the victim? And you believed her completely.
She was crying. She said that I was the only one on her side. I feel sorry for her.
That's funny. If crying solves everything, we don't need court. Also, Evelyn has relations with other guys right now as well. I think about 5 different guys. She was bragging about it on her social media account.
That's a lie. You're a liar. I'm not going to believe you.
I don't care if you believe it or not. But that is the truth about my sister. Her organs are like shit now because she was a slut. I'm not going to give her any money or my organs. Do you know how much shit I went through because of her? Even without me, she has about 6 more guys she can rely on. If all of the guys help out, you can probably earn the surgery money. You can also wait for donors as well. But anyways, do your best.
Hey, Sophia. You know what?
Oh, before you say anything, I'm going to leave Japan.
What?
Since I'm divorced and single, I thought of going abroad for business. I immediately asked for the opportunity when I started working again. Someone had to go, and I can also speak English. And the company pays for everything, so it's kind of like a free trip. So you can't take any money from me.
Wait, no, that's not what I want to say. Can you just listen to me? Give me some time. Any time is okay.
I think you have the wrong ideas. I'm gonna tell you. I don't love you anymore. Just seeing your face, I feel like my sickness will come back, so I'll pass. Don't ever come near me again. Bye.
Wait, Sophia, it's all my fault. Forgive me, Sophia.
Joshua eventually asked Evelyn the truth. He found out that what I said was true and was shocked. He asked for a divorce, but Evelyn denied. Evelyn involves all of her other lovers, and it became a really messy situation. Joshua and the other lovers are competing against each other. Eventually, Joshua wasn't able to get a divorce, but all the lovers disappeared as well. Meanwhile, Evelyn's sickness got worse and worse. She's basically in bed the whole time. Joshua can't divorce her, and he's taking care of her now. It doesn't seem like it's going to continue for long, though. Joshua texts me for help often, but I ignore him. I had the best time abroad with business and traveling. I want to start my life over and challenge new things. I want to enjoy my life.